Hello and good morning, everyone. Only positivity here. No coffee with me today, but ready to kick off podcast number 137 on this place that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. So, before diving into the topic of the day, let's go ahead and start with the level set. So, as I endeavor upon pursuing a knowledge and life experience in this next phase of life through fitness, photography, reading, traveling, cannabis, many more things. One habit that I've really formed is golf. So this podcast essentially goes through some of my more recent golf endeavors, taking those lessons learned and applying them to experiences in my life. So let's go ahead and jump into the story. But before we do that, so we got a little bit of a fucking, what is it? A little bit of a fucking fruit fly situation going on in the cribbo right now. And I thought it was just like me because we had gone on a trip and maybe we left something in the garbage, but we always throw away the garbage before we leave. But then there's also a bunch of bullshit going on in the building as well. So I don't think it's just our place, but we've been getting them bitches, but they be lurking, man. They're so annoying. They're not like super inhibiting or anything like that, just really annoying. Just always up in my shit. So anyway, not here or there, but let's go and start with the story of the day. But anyway, one thing before that, dude. So, this is just my platform to like vent out things, dude. Is like, does anyone, or are you that person, at your job, or if you have a corporate job or anything like that, where it's like you don't know when you need to take a break, dude. There's this one coworker that I work with. Actually, one of my boss actually reached out to me and was like, dude, are you good? Because one of my coworkers is just popping off of the fucking mouth to me all the time, right? And, one thing I will say is like, I'm very friendly, I'm very cordial, very lighthearted, and sometimes it can be a little bit weird when I get direct, but I can be direct. And that doesn't mean I'm being mean or angry. This one chick at work is just fucking up my ass all the time. And I've been like telling people low-key about it, but I'm not a complainer. But finally, like a few people called me on the back and was like, dude, is everything, are you okay after that, bro? And I'm just like, I'm good. She's just being a fucking hoe. So we good, But it's like, when people are angry and mean like that at work, I always think back to be like, what is not going well in your life? Or what like sort of emotional regulations do you not have in place where you pop off on somebody, Just like that, someone like me who's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to like do my job, and focus on the right things in my roles and responsibilities. So anyway, all good, mate. But all good. So, for me, I am golfing all fucking day, every fucking day if I can. I love golf. So last year, my white friends and I went to Lake Geneva, which was awesome. We played 218s a day. It was hot as all tits, but we grinded it out, made it through. I got 8 pars and 3 birdies last year. And so this year I actually got 11 pars. So I'm the 2-year reigning champion. So if any of my boys are fucking listening to this, just know. I know they're going to give me shit about it because they think I'd be cheating and shit. But we'll get into that in a second. So this year I was like, bro, like, no, let's figure out a good spot. So with my brown friends, I've been going to Galena. We went like 2 times already. And so I'm like, yo, we should go to Galena because they got some really dope courses out there. So we decided on that, locked that in. I booked the Airbnb immediately, and now it's like just in January. Now it's like just a waiting game, man. I'm just like waiting for this shit to come around, And so it starts coming through. I go to Amsterdam, and then after that, it's like, dude, I got like 3 weeks of this trip, so I'm trying to lock in, get my drives right, all that shit. And so I'm practicing, man. And like one thing for me is my driver is super volatile. Like it's like when I'm hitting it, I'm fucking hitting it good. I'm hitting like 230, 250 sometimes. But it's like very infrequent that it goes like that, So I switch over to my 5-wood and my hybrid off the tee, which gets me 175, 200 yards, which is more than I need, right? To like make a good score. So that's what I pretty much did the entire trip. I was just like, let me just make sure my 5-wood is working. And that thing was working, right? So I was using that off the tee like majority of the time. And so anyway, the time comes, I'm getting excited. I'm rolling my joints up for the course. And then a couple of buddies come over, and we smoke up on the balcony, and then we take the 2.5-hour ride. Now, what happened the day before, bro, is our power went out because there was this huge storm in the Chicagoland area. And so it was continuing to the next day. So we lost power for like 14 hours. And then, woke up, had power the next day, and then we're headed out, right? So we're smoking up, and we're driving through this fucking storm. It's ridiculous. I'm going like 20 miles an hour on the highway. Just I'll pull over if I need to. Didn't need to, but it was like, okay. And also, I'm like, man, the course is going to be fucking flooded tomorrow because we're playing 218s the next fucking day, right? So we get there, we buy some drinks, some snacks, and there's 5 of us. So we have this huge Airbnb, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. We each get our own little like nook, which is great. And we just kind of kick it, chill out. Don't do too much that night. Just have a few drinks. Get up the next day, and we're playing the General, right? 6:30 a.m. tee time. That's the only way they'll let us play 5, so it's like all good. But the course was wet as fuck, right? So we pull up to the first tee, and we're looking at the course. It's just immaculate. It's like the best course you could ever play, in my opinion, or the best course I've ever played. And so we get to the first tee box, and we're like, first tee box of the golf trip, gentlemen. And so you always want to get that first drive across, right? So my buddy hit 2 drives, set them into the water. One of my other buddies got one over. The other 2 buddies didn't get over. I step up, get it over, right? But what's kind of bogus is because it was the first tee time, essentially we were playing up on lawnskeepers. So they were always in front of us for like the first 3 holes. And that kind of tweaked me out, man. I'm still warming up my swing. It's like fucking, it's fucking 6 in the morning. So it took me like 3 or 4 holes to warm up, honestly. And the course is very narrow, so I lost so many fucking golf balls. It's like I was hitting the ball well, but it's like if you don't hit it directly straight, which is like the hardest thing to do in golf, you're kind of fucked. So like, and also there's like puddles and stuff on the fairway. So I was kind of struggling like to find my ball at times, and I was kind of crashing out. But it was all good. So then, we get there, definitely a warm-up course. It was probably the hardest course to warm up on, but we're laughing, we're joking, smoking joints, hitting good shots, chipping, doing all this shit. It's like all good, right? And then finally we finish up in 3 hours and 45 minutes. And I go to the starter who was like, we'll have to break you guys up if you guys are moving slow. I was like, dude, we're not going to be slow, bro. That's like one thing about us is like we are fast, speedy golfers. Even if we're not the best, like even if you want to take a mully on the tee, bro, I hit one, sucks, hit another one. If it's good, all the better. If it's not, I'm going to take a drop out there. I'm like not trying to hold people up. And that's how everyone in our group is. So then we stop. We just end up going back home and getting some hot dogs grilled up. My buddy fucking flips on the grill, gets some hot dogs. We have a drink, smash a couple fucking glizzies, shove them down my gullet, and get ready to go play the Eagle Ridge North course, right? And that course is also super fun. Definitely fucked up hard off the tee. I hit like my drive probably like 20 yards. And then I hit my 5-wood down the way, which worked. And then I came in for a bogey. And then, dude, I started fucking playing a lot better, just because I was like more free. I was warm. It was nice. I was just trying to like get my shit together, dude. And so we're slowly counting up the pars, right? And here's the way that I see it, right? So I will give everyone like a mully from the tee, a mulligan, right? That's another shot you can take if you hit your first one fucked up. And I won't give you a penalty stroke for that. So let's say you hit a bad first one. Okay, fuck that golf ball. And then you go hit a good second one. But I'm going to act as if you did not even hit a bad shot, because we're not professionals. Also, I'm going to let you fix your lie and like move it within a couple inches. Like let's say you fucking hit a nice shot. It ends up on a fucking tree root or in like a divot, I'm like, dude, move it out of there. Like hit a good shot. I will give you that, because we're not on tour. We're not playing fucking in a tournament or anything like that. If we were doing that, then I'd be different, right? We'd have to follow the rules. But I'm like, dude, fix your lie, bro. We're playing fucking fun golf here. And so we got some transfusions going, just getting kind of trashed, honestly. But it was really fun. We're laughing constantly, hitting good shots all the while, hitting shitty shots all the while. But it's all good golf, man, for the most part. We're all finishing our holes at the same time. We're all like, no one's really crashing the fuck out. We all, there's some people crashing out. But like, but that day, I didn't really get like, I was like leading the par board. I had like 5 pars. But it was like everyone was keeping close to me. They were like 2 or 3 pars, 4 pars, and I'm just like, oh, these boys are up on my ass, G. So then anyway, that night we wrap up and we go to this spot called what was it? Galena Tap House, which was amazing. It was so good. I've been there 3 times now, and I love it. It's like they have good burgers. They got like oysters. They have really good ambiance in there. If you hear my previous podcast about it, that place is awesome. You know, it's like bar food, but really good bar food. Really unique flavor combinations. And for the past 3 or 4 years I've been going there, there's this one lady. She's like a big hippie. Like she got those like rimmed glasses, got like purple hair. She's been working there. So obviously I don't expect her to remember me because she'll see me 1 time a year. But it's like, it's crazy that like, it's a little tradition here, right? Like I'm going to see this chick like a couple times already, 3rd time, 4th time now, right? So we go back and the World Cup's going on. So we're watching some of the World Cup games. We're playing some Yahtzee. And that's what I love about us, you know? It's like we're never zonked out around the TV all the time, which is not bad, but we're always engaging with each other, right? We're playing some pool downstairs, foosball, talking, you know, playing board games, whatever it might be, sitting on the balcony, just chatting it up with each other, catching up. My buddy Nick had just gone to Italy with his girlfriend, and you know, he's like kind of a homebody, doesn't really get out super often, like out of the country. And dude, he could not stop talking about Italy. And that was really endearing to me, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, go places. And that's like the effect that a good girl will have on your life, right? They'll get you out of your comfort zone. They'll get you more into the, I don't know, sentimental, more the emotional side of things. And that's really good for men like us. You know, we need women like that to soften us up and get us more aware and stop eating fucking Culvers all day, my dude. You know who you are. But anyway, you know, it was just really nice to hear him excited about it, you know? And so the next day, we passed out that day. The next day, dude, I'm in pain when I wake up. I don't drink a lot. I was like, bro, I need to pull the trigger. I need to fucking get my head out of my ass because this is tough. Like, I could not figure it out. But then we got some breakfast sandwiches in the morning. I forced that shit down my fucking throat. And then we slid over to Galena Golf Club, which I've played twice now. 3 times now, which is fucking dope. And that's a very straightforward public course, right? So I was starting to rack up the pars, starting to really get it going. So I got I think 5, maybe 4 or 5 more pars. So I was at 9 pars when we were getting done. And my boys were starting to give me shit about that. They're like, oh, dude, you know, he's going to fucking move his ball and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like I've seen you guys do that too. But one of my buddies stood up for me. He's like, no, don't take anything away from him, man. He's been working on his game. And every year he's been improving. I've been seeing it. He's like, clearly he's putting the work into his game. And I'm like, let's fucking go, motherfucker. You know, shit, man. And so he just kind of got my back. And I know they like give me shit about it, but that's what you give. You give shit to anybody who's like winning, right? You're just like, fuck you, bro. So it's all good. But it was a nice, beautiful day. Got some glizzies on the course. A little bit more of a janky course, right? Because we were playing some really nice ones. Like they gave us a transfusion. It was like in a Welch's can. It tastes like fucking grape juice, bro. It was way too sweet. But finished that course feeling good about myself, honestly. Had some nice par 3s. Was hitting the ball straight for the most part. So, dude, I legitimately cannot complain about it, you know? And then that brings us to our last course, right? Which is Woodbine Bend. And that's a beautiful course. Beautiful course. I hit a good one off the tee. Hit my 5-wood, obviously, off the tee. Smacked another one down the way, and then came in for a double bogey on the first hole, and almost got a birdie. I chipped out of a bunker on the second hole, and it hit the flag, and it was just moving a little bit too hot. But then over time, man, just I was hitting the ball well, coming in clean. I was really starting to just find my rhythm, you know, on the course. Just good tee shot, 5-wood. Second good shot, maybe good 8-iron, maybe good 7-iron. On the green, 2-putt, par, right? I used my 5-wood 3 times on this par 5. So I hit it was like a 550-yard par 5. So I hit 180 off the tee with my 5-wood. Hit another 175 with my 5-wood again. And then hit it one more time, you know? And I was like, bro, use my 5-wood 3. But then I thought I hit it really good. But a lot of these holes are over the ridge, so you can't see them. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, my shit's in the fucking bunker, dude. And so bunkers are always volatile for me, man. But you know, my buddies were starting to pick up, play well, and I was hitting good drives occasionally, but the course is just very you need someone to track your ball because the course is so wide open, that sometimes like you don't know where your ball landed. It goes over the ridge, over the horizon, so you can't really see it. You know what I mean? And there was a point where like this group of old white men who were clearly fucked up came up to us and just started talking to us like crazy. They were like getting a little bit too personal and close and like touching us, like not in a, but like I'm like. So basically what I was trying to do was just be like, all right, hey boys, like, we're having fun. They're like, oh, you're a couple young cats, huh? I was like, sure, yeah, bro. And so they were just kind of up in our shit. They were very friendly, but I was like, let's move away from them. They're being creepy. I was like, I'm going to quickly indulge them onto this and then let's move on. And then they're like, so they're now, there's this group of 5 watching us, right? And so I go up to tee off and I'm the last one. I fucking hit a bomb drive right in their face. And that always feels good. That feels good no matter where you are in life. So, it was just a fun time all around, honestly, man. I was just enjoying myself. So no birdies, man. But you know what? I've gotten my fair share of birdies this season already. I've gotten like 5 or 6 birdies already this season. So I really can't complain. I got a birdie last weekend. I'll talk about that one. In Grand Rapids when I went there with wifey. So can't complain there. I got one Tuesday last week. I've gotten a few already. So like I'm like not complaining if I don't get birdies. Oh my God, my voice cracked. But I'm more so just concerned if I'm fucking clapping cheeks on my boys, man. Like it's always fun to just do some light competition amongst the homies. So like I'm gooch when it comes to that. I don't need birdies as long as I'm with the boys. But what I will say is that I really love to see my friends getting better at golf, right? I don't tie my success in golf to their success. Like, I want to be happy for them, even if I'm playing shitty and they're playing well. And it should be the same, vice versa, right? Like, I'm happy for them unconditionally. I want them to do well. Yes, I would like to do well on the golf course also, keep up. But, like, sometimes you just got it and sometimes you don't. And, like, a lot of times I got it, a lot of times I don't. And that's just how it works, man. And so we also ended up going to this place called Log Cabin Steakhouse. Dude, this is just me. I'm being mean, right? So there's this family across from us, and the mom was facing me, and there was like 5 kids, right? And ultimately, this lady is like running the interaction with her family, but she's facing me. And so she's looking down a lot, but when she looks up, her eyes are both fucking cross-eyed, like crazy. And for some reason, like, I was kind of fucked up. We were drinking. It was like she was being so like forthcoming and like charismatic. But as soon as she picked her head up, it's like the cross-eyed, I like couldn't get over that image. It pretty much like undid everything she was doing, So that was not nice. But the food was good, good steak. And then we went home and watched the NBA Finals. We watched Derek Brunson just fucking take over. And it was cool that it worked out that way because we generally go on a trip during the NBA Finals. And so we all get to watch the game together and talk about it and chill and just be bros, right? And so we knock out that night, get up early in the morning. Me and one of my buddies were like talking about playing another 9, but we're like, fuck it, bro. It's like we've been playing 2 18s. And so I was like, let's just go out on a high note, bro. It's all good. And so we kind of do that, and then we got to go throw away the garbage, check out, 2.5 hours, get home, and boom, another golf trip in the books. And it was just so amazing, man. I have great friends. Initially it was like 4 of us, and then this one buddy we met came through after a while, and now he's part of our group. And like he's been kicking it now for 5-6 years, man. He's like integral part of the group. I hang out with him more than I hang out with the original squad. So, my buddy Steph, we're fucking homies. He lives by me, so does my buddy Sam, and we just all fucking hang out all the time, man. It's really great. Makes life super interesting, super fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So there's about 19-20 minutes on my Galena trip. I'm going to try to hang back here and record my next trip to Grand Rapids. But feel free to leave me any feedback. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the podcast. And remember, only positivity. Thanks, guys. So can't complain there. I got one Tuesday last week. I've gotten a few already. So like I'm like not complaining if I don't get birdies. Oh my God, my voice cracked. But I'm more so just concerned if I'm fucking clapping cheeks on my boys, man. Like it's always fun to just do some light competition amongst the homies. So like I'm gooch when it comes to that. I don't need birdies as long as I'm with the boys. But what I will say is that I really love to see my friends getting better at golf, right? I don't tie my success in golf to their success. Like I want to be happy for them, even if I'm playing shitty and they're playing well. And it should be the same, vice versa, right? Like, I'm happy for them unconditionally. I want them to do well. Yes, I would like to do well on the golf course also, keep up. But, like, sometimes you just got it and sometimes you don't. And, like, a lot of times I got it, a lot of times I don't. And that's just how it works, man. And so we also ended up going to this place called Log Cabin Steakhouse. Dude, this is just me. I'm being mean, right? So there's this family across from us, and the mom was facing me, and there was like 5 kids, right? And ultimately, this lady is like running the interaction with her family, but she's facing me. And so she's looking down a lot, but when she looks up, her eyes are both fucking cross-eyed, like crazy. And for some reason, like, I was kind of fucked up. We were drinking. It was like she was being so like forthcoming and like charismatic, but as soon as she picked her head up, it's like the cross-eyed, I like couldn't get over that image. It pretty much like undid everything she was doing, So that was not nice, but the food was good, good steak. And then we went home and watched the NBA Finals. We watched Derek Brunson just fucking take over. And it was cool that it worked out that way, because we generally go on a trip during the NBA Finals. And so we all get to watch the game together and talk about it and chill and just be bros, right? And so we knock out that night, get up early in the morning. Me and one of my buddies were like talking about playing another 9, but we're like, fuck it, bro. It's like we've been playing 2 18s. And so I was like, let's just go out on a high note, bro. It's all good. And so we kind of do that, and then we got to go throw away the garbage, check out, 2.5 hours, get home, and boom, another golf trip in the books. And it was just so amazing, man. I have great friends. Initially it was like 4 of us, and then this one buddy we met came through after a while, and now he's part of our group. And like he's been kicking it now for 5-6 years, man. He's like integral part of the group. I hang out with him more than I hang out with the original squad. So, my buddy Steph, we're fucking homies. He lives by me, so does my buddy Sam, and we just all fucking hang out all the time, man. It's really great. Makes life super interesting, super fun, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So there's about 19-20 minutes on my Galena trip. I'm going to try to hang back here and record my next trip to Grand Rapids. But feel free to leave me any feedback. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the podcast. And remember, only positivity. Thanks, guys.